Hi, thanks for coming by and checking out my oil system. This is for vegetable oil, a processing plant that I've built. Our first barrel here is our crude oil barrel, and we bring the oil in and pour it through this screen, and of course it fills up this barrel. The big chunks get stopped at the screen. Inside this barrel I have floats, which you can't see right here because it is below the oil level. On that white pipe there, we can see we have wires connected to it, and those wires come up into a contactor which will be in the outlet box here. I have a float here which will turn the pump on when there's oil in the barrel, and then I have a secondary float in here which will turn the pump off when this barrel becomes full, so that this pump is controlled by either an empty barrel or a full barrel. So it gets pumped through from the crude oil barrel up through this pump, through the filter system, down along into my second barrel. And the second barrel is currently empty. There's a settling area at the bottom of each barrel, approximately 3 to 4 inches. This allows for sludge and the additional settling to occur. In this barrel we have a float control also for when the barrel does have oil in it. It turns the second pump on, and it pumps through a filter system there and up into the gravity barrel. This gravity barrel is also has a high level float, so that when it gets full it will turn that second pump off, so that we don't have any floods or overflowing of any barrel. From this gravity barrel we have another float system which will turn the centrifuge on. There's the centrifuge. What I also have is in the barrel that the centrifuge feeds into is an additional float that also controls the centrifuge, so that if this is full, this barrel here, the centrifuge will not get turned on, and there's no way that it could be activated, and regardless of how much oil is in the gravity barrel. So from the gravity barrel you can see we have a valve here which I adjust to adjust my flow, and then I have a motorized valve which allows the oil to flow or not, depending on whether the centrifuge is turned on or not. So if it's activated by either float, then it will run. There's also another float in this particular barrel that will control the secondary pump. So I have 3 floats controlling this secondary pump. The one in this last barrel is a safety switch, and the one in this secondary barrel and the gravity barrel, of course, operating. So if this third barrel is final barrel here is full, the secondary pump will not pump oil anywhere. Once this barrel is full, this is ready to go out to the vehicle. And what I have to get that out to my vehicle is I have a fuel pump. You can probably get this at any regular gas station. Just don't let them see you take it. But they're a great tool if you can get hold of one. You can meter your fuel, and of course it's very convenient to pump it right into the car. Once I pump fuel from the fuel pump, this system will automatically kick on at this point in time. Right now I've got a full barrel ready to go, so nothing will run. And that's very much the system. All the level switches control the outlets which the pumps are plugged into. I do have override switches on those outlets as well, so that I can control them. If I need to work on them, I can switch them off right at the outlet. What I also did on this particular system was I put what I call operating lights on the outside of the fuel center, And what we have there is we have 4 operating lights. Depending on what pump is running or centrifuge, it will control either light. So this gives me a visual for when I'm not in the fuel station here, that I can be out and about and just look and see what is running, what is not, and if it appears to have been running for, you know, an extended period of time and it shouldn't have been, then I can come and check on it and see what's going on. Also on this crude oil barrel, had a little issue with it sucking some of the debris into the first pump, into the filter, and of course clogging the pump up so that it wouldn't pump. When this occurred, it would of course stop any flow, and then the system would shut down. So in order to accommodate this, what I found was that these pumps could be switched on and off and cycled basically to allow fuel to come back through the pipe, the intake pipe, and blow the dirt away from the pickup foot. So in order to make this happen automatically, what I installed was a start-stop relay with a timer control on it, so I can run the pump for any period of time I've set it for, and then also have it turned off for any period of time that I set it for. This allows this pump to cycle, and thus keeping the fuel flowing. So that's the basic system I've got. I think it works very well. It's ease of application. It does appear to be quite a few steps, but once you have it set up, you'll realize that it's very simple to use. I bring the oil in these barrels here. These are the ones that I go collect my oil in, and from these barrels it goes directly into my crude oil barrel. It gets to settle for a day or two, and then it starts pumping. So that's pretty much it. I can produce as much oil as I need at any point in time, ready to go to run your vehicle, or you can use it for whatever purpose. So thanks for coming by. Glad I could share with you this system. Hopefully you've got some information there that may help you design your own system if you're trying to make an automated system, or at least semi-automated, so that you're not spending all your time holding hoses and pumping oil from one bucket to another. That's the way I started out, and this is what it's evolved to. So once again, thanks very much.